Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for a 4 versus 4 on the map Megaton. I know we're used to seeing this as a Titans clash. In fact, I just got done casting a Titans clash, so go watch that if you haven't seen it. I'm not gonna say what happened there because basically it's completely irrelevant to this game, so there's no need for me to spoil it. We are on just a standard 4v4 ladder game where I have spawned as the pink Zerg with my allies. Contrarian as the orange Protoss. We have Bocephus as the yellow Terran. And Spartan as the green Terran. Our opponents, we have the blue Zerg, VVTR, Vitter, could be Vitter. We got this red Protoss here. He looks a bit sketchy. We have Hellraiser, the teal Terran. And finally, we have Tlaloc. I'm assuming those are L's, so Tlaloc. He's going to be the purple Terran, and that name's going to give me some trouble all game long, I can already tell. And it looks like they're already worried about who knows what, going to start that early wall, which takes a lot of effort, but with a couple of Terrans, they'll have it done in no time. Already got barracks. What's the plural of barracks? Barrackses? I don't know what it is. Couple supply depots. And are they going to do anything about their other wall? It looks like there is a pylon going down, so I'm assuming Sketchy is going to be finishing that wall off on this side of the map. A little easier for the Protoss to kind of take care of this wall. And are we going to do some walls of our own? It looks like Spartan started one, but no one else is really keen to help him out at all. So he's going to be doing this all on his own. Second barracks there. Perhaps leaving a gap here for an add-on, maybe? I don't know. It's quite possible. That would be thinking ahead. And Bocephus is going to be finishing off this one. Pretty much an easy task for him. Look, he's already got it closed off. All signed, sealed, and ready for rushes. But that's not going to come because Vitter here is going to be doing an expansion right now. So not going to be working on any sort of early ling pressure, although the spawning pool is on the way, but it's going to be a ways before it's finished. So no worries there in any serious way. It looks like my pool has already finished. Zergling speed already on the way, and even a couple of lings ready to come out and getting that first queen out. So a little bit ahead of the tech path than Vitter, but he's going to be a little ahead in the economy. And let's assume he's pumping out some workers. He has 17 workers right now compared to my 17. So right now we're kind of even. Once he gets that second base up and running, though, that could give him a chance to sort of squirt ahead. And we'll see if that's going to happen. If we happen to swing by the income tab again, you never know what's going to happen. Kind of daring, though. His base is outside of this wall that they were very, very keen in setting up. So if there's any other aggression, he's basically going to kiss that goodbye. So it kind of makes me wonder sometimes, do you wall off or don't you? Particularly in these team games when, I mean, honestly, if like 3 or 4 armies come at your door, is this really going to make a difference? All it's really going to do is prevent your units from getting in here and attacking, and then basically you're just going to lose all these buildings in no time. Probably not going to be able to mass repair that. And Tlaloc is going to be nice enough to drop down its supply depot so that Vitter's workers can get out and do what they were born to do. Born to do? Grown to do? What's the correct term for Zerg being brought forth from larva? Mutated to do? I don't know. We do have Contrarian. He's going to be the first on our team to expand. And we do also have an expansion coming out here for Sketchy, who... Did he ever finish that wall? No, not really. I don't think that the Zealot quite fills that hole. Unless he's on an all donut diet or something. Well, there you go. Now he's got a friend. Now maybe he can close that off. Early forge, not sure what for. No cannons on the way. No upgrades on the way. This just seems overly premature. I don't know. But, oh, wait. Cannons? Oh, there comes down the cannon. He's just going to try to cannon off this area. Kind of see as best as he can to not so much wall this off, but just prevent anyone from wanting to go through there. Which doesn't mean all the wall really is preventing people from going through. So if you can do that with as few buildings as possible, well, I'd say you're ahead of the game in my book. And 4 barracks coming down here for Spartan. And he does have combat shield upgrade. Of course, I could have just looked down there and seen that. No concussive shells, no stim pack just yet, and it appears to be no factory tech, but we do have a couple of ghost academies from Bocephus, and suffice it to say, there is only one reason to build 2 ghost academies, and it looks like that reason has already been used. Seems a bit premature to be getting nukes before you even have cloak. You don't need nukes to charge up at all, and looks like I had some lings poking around there. Took a little bit of damage. I don't know if they did any damage, but there are some marines here for Tlaylock that did push that back. Any damage done here? Doesn't. Well, it looks like the lings did take a little bit of damage, so just poking around there. Actually, did I? Well, he evacuated his workers. I don't think he took... He took a little bit of losses. That could have been Zerglings easily, so I don't know exactly what happened in that skirmish. But my lings are going to continue to poke around, kind of, you know, see what kind of damage they can get into, what kind of trouble they can get into, and definitely have all the watchtowers. So we got and overlords parked here, kind of giving us vision. I probably could move these overlords a little bit in this direction, just so I can kind of close off this area, get this whole column in the map watched or with vision, you know. And we should do a quick check on the income tab. It looks like Contrarian and Vidder are doing pretty good. They were the first to expand, so that may be not that surprising. And those lings are still being active, watching for anyone to take the goals. This isn't a Titans clash, so these goals are gonna go a lot sooner than you would normally expect. Contrarian can be expanding again, and we have Spartan who's just dropped an expansion there. And it's going to start getting really interesting. We're going to have to keep some eyes around the map to make sure I don't miss any particular engagements. And it looks like I do have some lings poking in here again. We're going right past these cannons. Those apparently were not enough to fend me off. And even getting the drones into the action, I'm going to run up here. But no, that's not going to be any good. And I'm going to have to get out of there. Losing a little bit to those cannons, but that's what happens when you run past cannons. And a couple of stalkers from Contrarian, maybe coming out to help, or maybe just to kind of check that expansion. I'm going to bring the lings back. I'll just going to hide them behind this warping in nexus. Oh, and a couple of cannons. Yeah, I'll feel a little safer with those around too. Looks like I've just gotten my own expansion up. It's really, really late. Have I gone for some serious tech? I mean, I got double Evo chamber, which probably, can I afford that? I can just afford to get that second armor crate, but I'm getting a lot of minerals because sitting on one base is not easy to do, even with this macro hatch. It's just not enough, especially since I'm going pure ling, and lings will not use up your minerals in any way, shape, or form. Unless you have so many larvae and you can just throw lings away, which is never a good idea. I mean, I know they're basically free, but come on. But Vidder's a little more prepared now. Going to throw down some banelings here, prevent me from poking in there again. Although he's got Tlaylock covering his back here with his infantry division. And looks like he is going to take the watchtower from my poor lonesome ling. Are we gonna respond to that? And no, he's going to just pull back right away. Not going to hold that watchtower. Seems a bit odd. I would think you'd want to keep that vision as long as possible. And looks like I got more lings spawning here. Do we have a second nuke out? We do have a second nuke. We're going to have to keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for any yellow dots on the map. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? He's got 2 medevacs with a ghost in each. I don't know if I agree with this. Does he need 2 medevacs? I guess if he's going to drop in 2 places to nuke, that might be a decent idea, but if he's just going to put them both in one place, I mean, just put them in one medevac. And it looks like I poked on the watchtower again, but there was nothing there. But we're gonna have to keep my eyes. I mean, we got my lings running around here, but we also have, what's this? Sketchy. Oh, Sketchy's gonna get ready to take that base, perhaps, or just prevent anyone else from taking it. Contrarian doesn't have an observer here. I don't think he's in range to see that. No, doesn't quite see it. And I'm not sure who's gonna be trying to drop that command center. I don't really see. And oh, Vidder's even got a macro hatch way back here in the back, which is maybe not a bad idea. It's a little far from the front, but at least it'll give him vision in case stuff like this happens. So will he be able to get anything accomplished here? We have to keep an eye on that and keep an eye on anything else. We do have Hellraiser moving out here. Looks like he may be the one that's going to try to take this base. Where is the person that's going to build that command center? I'm not seeing it. And here we go, we're dropping the first ghost. He might want to get that cloak on it. He may also want to stow his weapon so he doesn't accidentally shoot something like that overlord. A little known fact, ghosts are the only one that you can tell not to attack at all, except maybe workers, but because, oh yeah, missile turret there. You have to keep an eye on that. And it looks like there's that command center. And here comes the nuke right on Hellraiser's infantry lines. Can he see this? He cannot see this, but oh, there's banelings coming in. Where are they going to go? Oh, the Overseer's on the way. Is he going to be able to get the nuke off? No, I don't think the nuke is going to drop. Oh, got that Overseer out just in time. I'm so lucky to have an Overlord there. And so that first drop's not going to be a success. He does still have another Ghost hiding back here, but they can see this. So they just can't quite reach it. And it looks like Hellraiser putting a planetary there with some cannons guarding it from behind. I'm not entirely sure the reasoning for this particular placement, but I'm sure he has his reasons. And whether or not they were good reasons, well, we'll leave that up to historians to decide. And my Zerglings are paying homage to the Xel'Naga Watchtower, the almighty Watchtower. Okay, now I think we're all pretty much motion sick after that. And gotta have to keep an eye on this other medevac. Maybe I should just keep that selected for a little bit, just in case. I guess in case there's some movement, I can find it really quickly. And it looks like Bocephus is going to be taking this expansion to fund his nuclear army. Oh, what's going on here? There's some movement here. Oh, wait. No. Oh, Phoenix. But if Phoenix is going to fight the empty medevac, he probably could have at least retreated that medevac instead of just letting it die. But this other medevac's not been spotted yet. We're going to have to see if that plays a difference right now. And it looks like, we were trying to build some cannons here, Sketchy was, but that got sniffed out and taken care of right away. So Contrarian's base is going to be secure, getting some cannons in a somewhat of a defense position. Might want to actually put some gateways right here, just kind of block off these cannons, because these are not really going to be the first targets that are hit here, so I don't know, we'll see. Although he's building his army here, does have some Archons in there right now, and that medevac's just going to sit there for a while. We'll have to worry about that later. Getting some Colossus out, +2 attack, 1 armor, and 1 shields. And here comes a small... Oh, I thought maybe they were pushing out, but they're just trying to get out of the way to put down some bunkers. Siege tanks are here, so the Colossi are not necessarily going to be very effective, but he's going to try to go for it anyhow. He's going to decide to pull back. He's going to blink forward, but he's not focusing down the tanks, but the Zealots are going to get in there, shoot up the first 2 tanks, and the final 2 are going to go down, and they're still playing enough here to take care of this. Oh, no, there's more tanks! A good spread on those tanks. Here comes some Lings running around. With the planetary engaged elsewhere, this might be the perfect time for my Lings. They're going to sweep around it, and they're going to take out all the SCVs that are trying to mass repair the planetary, and the planetary will go down. Wow, it's not often you see Lings going against the planetary and succeeding, but he was a bit distracted, and so the Lings are like, yeah, he's busy. Why don't we go and kill it now and get revenge on all those planetaries that have slaughtered our numbers mercilessly throughout the centuries. And it looks like Flaylock's going to put up a defensive position now. Here comes some tanks. Oh, my Lings are going to run in there. Got a little splash damage on those Marines, but the medevacs are going to heal that up in no time flat. And whatever happened to that... Oh, did that other medevac go down with the Ghost inside? It's quite possible. I'm not sure. I don't know if we can check the units lost in that, and yeah, it doesn't tell me anything right now. But we do have... Oh, we have some Mulisks now for Vitter. Have any of them gotten any kills yet? Let's make sure if they're just getting here. And it looks like I'm trying to get up some spores. I don't think they're going to be up in time unless he ignores me. Nope, here they come. Am I going to be able to get these spores up? It doesn't look like it. Oh, this one's about to finish. It will get a couple of shots off before it goes down. But they just did not get them up in time. I always seem to have my spores just a little bit too late. A little bit too late, but they will do a little bit of damage. I got my drones burrowed preemptively. I need to get that queen burrowed as well. Queen, burrow the queen. Yeah, there goes the queen burrow. I was wondering what's going on there. We got another engagement going over here. Looks like a train's going to push in again. We got some recent flags trying to get his tank sieged up. I'm not sieged up yet, but Hellraiser's got some siege tanks on the back end, and the Phoenix are going to be able to take out this Colossi because the Stalkers are pretty much engaged elsewhere. And it looks like they're going to crush Contrarian's army. Oh, this poor Colossi kind of came in there a bit late. And my Lings are going to run in there, maybe save the Colossi. I know one of them's going to go down, but we have no anti-air, and these Phoenix are just going to run these things down. And I don't even remember where we're looking right now. What happened to those Mutilas? The Mutilas did finally pull back, and oh, some missile turrets from Bocephus are going to force him back there. He must have pushed him away from my base, so the hatchery's pretty well dinged up, but he must have run those Marines over there before taking him back here. So the Mutilas are contained a bit for now. They're going to have a small entry force over here, and now they're trying to push it over here, but looks like Spartan's going to help join in the battle. But we have a lot of tanks here, and we don't really have a lot of good anti-tank. There's going to be a blink forward to help do some initial damage. The Zealots are going to try to rush in there, but they're actually getting on the Marines, not the tanks. So tanks are going to do a tremendous amount of damage here. And Spartan trying to get closer, see if he can finish those tanks off as quickly as possible, but probably taking way more losses than he needs to right now. And those Mutilisks are out and about again. It looks like I have Ultralisks out. but not really that good against the Mutalisks. But missile turrets are pretty good against the Mutalisks. And oh, right over the Marines! But he manages to get the Mutalisks away, and we managed to push them back. Looks like we have these Zealots are going to run in here, but there is tanks and Thors, so they're not going to be able to do much, although they might be able to take out some Marines. If they can take out that tank, that certainly would help a little bit, but those Mutalisks are still out of control right now. They've managed to wreck Spartan's main, and my Lings are... Uh-oh, we have some nukes right now. Well, we have some nukes right now. I want to pause this so we can find out where they are. I'm assuming they're Bocephuses. I don't see any yellow dots anywhere. Are these defensive nukes? I don't think that would be a good against Mutalisks. I want to find these nukes before. Okay, there's one. There's one. It's not that ghost, but there's a defensive nuke right here. I'm not sure why. Yeah, there's the ghost for it. We saw 3 nukes coming down, right? All right, well let's play us. I swear I saw 3 nukes going down, and oh no. Oh, move the Ultralisks. Move the Ultralisks. Oh no, the Lings! No, the Lings! No! Oh, I think I caught that only barely in time, and I just could not pull back. Oh, that's not good. It looks like another ghost is getting ready, but he just ran out of energy, so he's going to be spotted by Tlaylock at this watchtower here. But it looks like at the same time, we've got Spartan pushing forward here. He's doing a lot of damage. But what is Bocephus going to do? Is he going to get called down another nuke? He still has another nuke ready to go, but where is he going to send it? And it looks like Spartan was pushed back here by the tanks from Hellraiser. And the Mutalisks are going to try to take out these Medivacs. Oh, he split the Medivacs from his army, although he really doesn't have any anti-air there right now, so he's going to probably lose that. And this ghost is just sitting here. Nobody's quite noticed it yet. And oh, the Banelings! Oh, going to completely destroy those. And even that Ling, I don't know what that Ling was doing. He's like, hey, let's run in there. But used up an awful lot of Banelings. And oh, I'm actually microing Banelings in here, or microing Lings in here right now, because he is not defending his Banelings. And this is completely cost-effective. That's a lot of Lings to go, but basically just 1 Ling for 1 Baneling, you are way ahead of the game. And what's going on here? Spartan needs to pull back these forces right now. I don't know what's going on here right now. And we have another nuke going down. Phoenix are harassing Spartan's expansion here. Was that this ghost nuking right here? Where are all these nukes coming down at? I'm having a hard time finding these nukes. I cannot wait till the heart of the swarm when these things will actually be marked on the map. I don't think this is a defensive nuke. Where are these nukes coming down? Well, we do know that there is a nuke somewhere. That we can be certain. I cannot see where it is at, though. But it looks like, oh, Ling Ultra pushing in here. The Mutalisks are trying to pick them off, but guess what? Ultras don't care about Mutalisks. They would just punch right through. I'm going to be hitting Tlaylock's SCV line, doing all sorts of damage. Oh, but a ton of Banelings from Vitter. And they're probably going to do a lot of damage to these Ultras just by attrition. Although they don't seem to be getting much in the way of splash, but it is going to be enough to slowly whittle these things down. And I'm going to try to run the Lings in there. I don't know what for, and there's still some Ultralisks alive. This one's almost dead, but there's still some Ultralisks left to do some damage right now. And it looks like they're trying to reestablish this gold right here right now. Contrarian's base is still doing pretty good. Bocephus is going to start mining that one out pretty soon. And, oh, wait, this ghost is moving out now. Oh, no, he changed his mind. They don't have the watchtower anymore, so there's no reason for them to have to spot that. And now my Lings have pushed into their main right now. And these Mutalisks are not really helping out, but oh, some Archons for Sketchy, and then my Lings are like, oh, let's just kind of run away from those right now, because Archons are not really our friends. Not our friends at all, but there's not much left in here to do. There's not really a lot of workers, and that's kind of what I'm focused on, is finding some workers to hit. And it looks like some Archons from Contrarian are going to try to take out that command center, and they do, and all the workers besides. And oh, the Archons are in a good position to do a lot of splash. Not all the Archons are getting in there, though, which is kind of unfortunate. It's letting the Stalkers take the brunt of the force. A couple of tanks there to back them up. And it looks like Bocephus is building an army right there. And we are kind of pushing forward. There's still these Phoenix here that have probably gotten quite a few kills. And we got 7 kills, 5 kills, 3 kills. They did quite a bit of damage, and there's no missile turret here, so they could still be harassing this, so I'm not sure why they're not. And it looks like they managed to clean up Contrarian's army, but at the cost of that expansion. And now we have Bocephus going to be trying to build up an expansion here. He's going to put a command center here. Is that to make a planetary, just kind of cover our flanks? That may not be a bad idea at this point in the game, because money has got to be getting scarce on all sides. And apparently at some point I lost this base. I have no idea what to. And another nuke going down against... Oh, but a lot of those mules are going to die, so there's only going to be a few things that are going to actually do some damage right there. And wait. Oh no! Oh no! No, the mules! Not the mules! No! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness, those mules just fell backwards into their death. And Sketchy, oh, Sketchy saw that, and he's just like, oh my goodness, what happened? Bocephus finally getting the nuke of a lifetime right there. Oh man, and Contrarian's going to be pushing forward with his army. The units are kind of split up. He's trying to long distance mine, but that's just sending everything into a meat grinder, especially once this tank is gone. And oh, the probes. And it looks like, oh, so storm drop here from Sketchy. Not a bad idea, but there's not really going to be able to do much. Four High Templar in there. Oh, but the Mutalisk. Oh, you dream that you could just get that nuke, and then it happens. And oh, and who would have thought it would be against Mutalisk? Probably one of the most difficult units to probably hit with a nuke, outside of maybe Lings. But the push is on now. Those Mutalisks may have been a threat over there, because there's not a lot of anti-air on this side of the map. Well, I guess there's the Thor here, so maybe they weren't that big a deal. But, you know, Mutalisks can be a pest if you have to run all over the map dealing with them. But it looks like we do have command now with Spartan's army pushing forward now. They can't hold their expansions anymore. And we're slowly closing the pincers. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just like, well, I have money. I don't know what I'm doing right now, honestly. Am I producing anything? Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on with me. I've been gone for a while. It seems like I had that one push with the and there goes Hellraiser. I think he realizes that's about it. Sketchy's still trying to get down the storms, getting some good storms on those stalkers, but he's losing his Templar. Here comes another storm. That one's pretty much gonna miss. Not really any good storm targets anymore, unless he could hit that ramp. Oh, if he could hit that ramp, but I don't think he'd get anywhere near it with those Templar. And Sketchy giving props for that nuke, and I mean, honestly, yes. I mean, Bocephus is going to be grinning from ear to ear for like the next week. And look, yeah, Sketchy even saw it too. Sketchy saw it coming and was warning him, but it was too late. It was too late. Oh, so that game will go down in infamy, at least in Bocephus's books, and probably Vitter's books too, as that will be the day the Mutalisks died. I think there's a song in there somewhere. So if you don't take anything else away from that game, just remember that one golden nuke from the sky. It was bound to just take out a mule and a couple of SCVs. It never dreamed it would achieve so much more. Yeah, and now the discussion is just continuing on, because not all of us actually got to witness that in person. Well, it looks like I finally decided to get back into this game here right now. So just enjoy the final carnage, the victory lap, if you will. Yeah, Contrarian, and this game is still several weeks old, maybe even a couple of months old. So, and we have heard about it since then. Maybe not as much as you might expect, but you know, after this replay comes out and he gets to relive this, I don't know. We may for about 15 years. I mean, maybe hearing about it for the next 15 years. So we were just chatting, talking with Sketchy about the. It's nice that, yeah, he's gonna leave now, but it was good. It was good chatting with him, reliving the glory days when we met on the glorious field of battle. But I hope you enjoyed this game. I guarantee you that Bocephus did, and watched this replay several times thereafter. And have a day.